in a generation where you came back from school, you threw your school bag down, you ate whatever was put on the table for you, and then you were out of the door. And then you came back when the street lights came on or when it was dark, getting dark, and you came back to do your homework, have your dinner, prepare for school the next day and go to sleep. So we spent a considerable amount of our lives outdoors, especially Mahesh. He played tennis since the time he was 3 years old. So he was on a court, perpetually. But I really find, ever since I did become a mother, that one of the hardest things for us, one is, of course, an environment in a city like Mumbai, in an urban landscape. Where do you send your child to play? So the children are either playing downstairs in the building, or if you're living in a bungalow, sending them out, out of the gate is impossible because it's right on the road. Otherwise, they go to the parks and play. So the environment, 2 is safety. Is your child safe, when they're out there playing? And 3 is exactly and rightly, as you said, are they going to be exposed to, kind of sicknesses, diseases, things that, apart from minor cuts and bruises that children get, but the more, riskier things, the more dangerous things like dengue, like chikungunya, like malaria. And so this is a very, very key factor for any mom. And I was saying it earlier on upstairs when we were having this chat. I said one of the things is, we get up every day and we have our baths and we put on moisturizers. Our children today are putting on, mosquito repellent because you can't actually have a normal, regular day without being protected. And as you said, people are largely unaware about the fact that dengue is actually spread by a mosquito that, operates, if you want to use the word, in daytime. Yeah, exactly.
No, that dengue is a day mosquito.
No, of course. We've been talking about children and, exactly like Doc said, that it's very, very important. Most of your social, interactions, the social skills that you learn, the social skills that a child learns in their formative years are learned on the playground. Rightly so, to share toys, to wait your turns, to understand different socio-economic groups, to understand that, children might come from different backgrounds, but at that age, they're all still kids. So this, for us as a parent, was extremely important. That Saira learned these skills, which is not something that we could teach her at home.
Sure.
And Mahesh and I spend, about 8 weeks in the UK whenever he's there for Wimbledon and the Queen's tournament before that, Queen's Club tournament. And that was actually the only time when Saira was really little that we were able to send her out, to play. And I noticed a marked difference in the motor skills between the kids who, that was a daily routine for them. And they spent all of that time in a playground. And then what Saira was able to do at the same age group, a marked difference in motor skills especially. And Mahesh always has this argument, ever since I've met him, he always says it's very difficult in our country to raise a singles Grand Slam champion. He says because genetically for us and the environment, we don't have the environment to be able to provide the kids, the facilities and everything that they require to make it. But I think this is one of the key things because like you said, the kids would rather go to a mall, go to a movie or sit with their iPads or some sort of a screen in front of them.